Oh man, hello, welcome. It's new comic book day. I didn't have time to, well, it's the day before. I'm not going to have time to make it to the comic book shop today, but this came in the mail from Amazon. Look at this thing. I know you don't realize just how thick this is, do you? You're like, oh, Elizibar, this is just like some little dinky hardbound book, right? No, look at this. Here, look, your finger, hand. Look at this. It's insane. I didn't even know this thing existed till Diversity in Comics did a video on it. I love the whole fourth world thing. Probably one of the reasons I'm like the only person that seems to have liked Final Crisis is how it kind of resolved all the conflict. I haven't read this whole thing yet. I'm not familiar with all the stories in it either, just some of them. Somewhere I have a black and white trade paperback. Oh, we should take the dust jacket off. Hold on. The dust jacket's cool. Like, that's a cool scene and all. The dust jacket is the book itself is way cooler than the dust jacket, alright? Open it up. Let's back up a little bit. That is awesome. This is one of the best designed books of this nature that I've ever seen. This is gorgeous. Whoever did this, whoever the graphic artist is, this is like a labor of love. It's a real tribute to Jack Kirby. It's just gorgeous. I've like these Jimmy Olsen stories. I've never read them. I got a black, I think I was saying that before I changed my mind. I have a black and white trade paperback. There's two light sources. I got my lamp over here, and then the overhead's on as well, because it's has the sun gone down yet? Yeah, the sun's basically gone down, so sunlight wouldn't have helped. But I've got a trade paperback of a bunch of Mr. Miracle stuff. It's black and white. I got it at a little junk store in Richmond, Kentucky called Ballard's. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I love Jack Kirby's art. Like horrible Kirby faces. You're gonna focus? Horrible Kirby faces and all. I don't even know what's going on here. They're in ancient Rome. Like, who knows? Look at this. He doesn't look like a nice guy. There's some really great things. And I'm going to say something heretical. Oh, well, I think the page I wanted was actually back there a little bit. But we can get to the same kind of thing here. Not really big into the photo collages, although some of them are pretty cool. Naturally, you know, oh yeah, there's 1,500 pages here. That's what the page number said in it. 1,500. The retail price on this thing is $150. Now, we want to go up just a little more. The first issue of New Gods. Yeah, here we go. This is it. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about right here. Alright, so New Gods, number 1, 15 cents, right? When the old gods died, there arose the new gods. The story, Orion fights for Earth. Look at that. I don't know, man. Jack Kirby had the weirdest design sense of anybody. And it's all right here. Just take this in. This is insanity. You got Kirby dots. You got all kinds of vague explosions. Like, stuff's happening. You know there's like crazy cosmic stuff going on here. And then he comes racing out of it. And then there was new light. Yeah, let's go up a little. Look at that. It was pretty cool. But I'm going to say something heretical. Like, I see this, the way... Jeez. I'm trying to frame it better. There we go. I think this will do. The way their city looks, there's some other shots of it in here that really show it off. It looks like something a schizophrenic would do for art. If you've ever seen that guy who is schizophrenic that paints cats, that's what New Genesis reminds me of. There's just so much great stuff in this book. I'm looking forward to reading the whole thing, but Holy moly, I don't know when I'm going to have time to read 1,500 pages of comic books when I've still got, like, this stack and that bag, plus whatever I get next week. Retail was like 150. Amazon gave this to me for like 97 plus free shipping. So I don't know how they're making any money on this. This is not the version with the misprint. This is got everything's fine. Oh, here we go. See, look at this. Totally looks insane. Like, I think maybe by this point in Jack Kirby's life, it's a picture. Yeah, here we go. By this point in his life, when he started getting up there, age was taking its toll. You can see that in his art, in the actual artwork. As you get like further and further into the back of the book, what is this? The last story? Is it Hunger Dogs? I mean, this is like graphic novel stuff, but you can see like some of his work. It doesn't look quite the same as it used to, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's still good stuff, but the way Darkseid is, in particular, is rendered towards the end of the book, I feel like it's not as good. Oh, here, this is the one. I saw this and I was like, what? That's kind of ugly. Like, I was expecting Kirby Face, although gigantic Kirby Face is kind of ugly on its own. Yeah, Hunger Dogs. Oh, here's the story where Darkseid kills Orion. I read some of this last night. But I just love the way Kirby's art looks. Every panel, every page is dynamic. Look, here, this is like some people are talking and there's still stuff happening. You see, they're getting ready for it. Every single panel is dynamic. His art's not the best looking. Like, I don't think anybody would say, oh, Jack Kirby's art looks great. Because here we are in the 80s. This is probably 1980 when this story came out. I think Hunger Dogs was a little later than that. But this is like 1980 or something. And he's still drawing like it was Fantastic Four issue 1, you know? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I happen to like his art style. Just because of the energy, the dynamism. It's crazy. I was showing this when it came in. The unboxing was really boring. It was really, really boring. Because it just in a big Amazon box. But I was showing this to my mom and I was trying to explain the concept of Kirby Face. And she saw his picture here. She's like, he draws faces like his own. And now that she's told me that, I can't unsee it. Every time I see like a classic example of Kirby Face, like, okay, this must be an issue of Jimmy Olsen, so there's not really a lot of Kirby Face in here. But if I go up here, like, you can see that the focus is off, but I hope you can kind of see it. Like, that's him. Like, every time I was looking, if I really thought, that's a Kirby Face, it literally was a Kirby Face. Oh, I can't find any good examples. Maybe this one, but that's kind of hard to tell because it's upside down. Anyway, I was just super excited that this existed, and I went on Amazon and bought it. And I'm not... I kind of regret it just from the fact that it's $100. But, oh my god... Oh my god, I don't believe it. There's so much. There's so much here. It's a beautiful book. The pages are beautiful. Like, the only quibble I can come up with this is this kind of coloring really is meant to be on newsprint and not glossy paper like it is here. And that's it. That's the only quibble I can have. There's a ton of stories in the front, and then there's like a who's who back here. So you get like a little primer on the different characters with some iconic art of them, which I thought was a nice touch. So I don't know. I'm probably wrong, reading more than I should into like the art style, the crazy clashing colors and things like that, which make Jack Kirby art good, make it very notable. But these designs, the way New Genesis in particular looked, You can't really tell in this picture just how crazy New Genesis looked. But a lot of the other pictures of New Genesis look a lot crazier. Look at this thing. Like, these are alien and outlandish, and that might have been all he was going for. But I think, yeah, I'm not going to finish that thought. You know, you can just excise that from your mind. This is a cool book. I would say if you have the cash and you want to celebrate, like, the foundation of all this stuff, this is it, right here. Great book, I'm loving it, and I'm glad I found out it existed so I could get it too. I really don't get dust jackets, man. Like, I understand the purpose, you know, you can protect the book, keep the corners from getting dinged up. But, dude, this dust jacket is just covering up this really beautiful book. I'll see you guys next time. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.